Welcome to Whisper Learn English. Learn through stories, whisper through words.
Midnight bus. The streetlights flickered dimly as the rain tapped softly against the sidewalk. A cold breeze slid past Lily's coat collar, making her shiver. She glanced at her watch. 11:57 p.m. The last bus of the night was scheduled to arrive at midnight. She stood alone at the bus stop, her suitcase by her side. It had been a long, exhausting week, full of heartbreak, confusion, and unanswered questions. All she wanted now was to leave the city behind. A moment later, she heard the low, humming engine of an old bus approaching. Its headlights pierced the fog. As it pulled up beside her, there was no number on the sign, just one word glowing red. Destiny. Lily hesitated for a second. Then the doors creaked open. Inside, the bus was dimly lit, warm and strangely quiet. The driver, an elderly man with silver eyes, gave her a small nod. "No fare tonight," he said gently. She nodded and took a seat near the middle. The bus jerked forward, merging back into the silent streets. There were only 4 other passengers, each sitting far apart, gazing out the windows, not saying a word. One of them, a boy no older than 10, clutched a teddy bear tightly. A woman in her 40s blinked slowly, as if holding back tears. An old man muttered something under his breath, staring at a faded photograph in his hands. And one young man, maybe in his 20s, sat at the back, looking directly at her. Lily looked away quickly, but something about him felt familiar. As the bus rolled on through the city, she watched neon lights blur into shadows, and her eyelids grew heavy. She didn't remember falling asleep. She woke with a start when the bus stopped. The other passengers were gone. Only the young man remained, now sitting across from her. "Hi," he said softly. "You remember me?" She blinked. "I don't think so. We met once," he said, briefly. "A train station. You dropped a book, and I picked it up. You thanked me and ran off. That was years ago," she said slowly, her voice uncertain. He nodded. "You smiled at me that day. It stayed with me." Lily looked down at her hands. "Why are you on this bus?" He leaned back, watching the raindrops streak down the window. "Same reason you are. Lost something. Looking for direction." She let the silence settle. The rain grew heavier, drumming like soft applause. "But this can't be real," she whispered. He smiled gently. "Sometimes real isn't what we expect. Sometimes it's what we need." The bus began to slow down again. The driver's voice came from the front. "Last stop." The young man stood, offering her a hand. "Come on, let's see where it goes." Lily hesitated, then took his hand. They stepped off the bus into soft, silvery mist. Before them stretched a field of stars. Not above them, beneath them. They stood on a path suspended in space, galaxies swirling below, shimmering softly. Lily gasped. "Where are we?" He squeezed her hand gently. "Where you begin again." She turned to him. "Do you know my name?" "Yes," he said simply, "but only because you told it to me once, and I never forgot." And in that moment, she didn't feel lost anymore.
Vocabulary from the story, with meaning and example. 1. Hesitate, meaning to pause before doing something. Example, she hesitated before stepping onto the bus. 2. Passenger, meaning someone riding in a vehicle. Example, there were only a few passengers on the midnight bus. 3. Familiar, meaning something you recognize or know. Example, his face looked familiar, but she couldn't remember where from. 4. Mutter, meaning to speak quietly, often when upset or confused. Example, the old man muttered to himself, holding a photograph. 5. Uncertain, meaning not sure or confident. Example, she was uncertain about what the man meant. 6. Direction, meaning a path or goal someone is heading toward. Example, both of them were searching for a new direction in life. 7. Suspended, meaning hanging or floating in the air. Example, they stood on a path suspended above the stars. 8. Misty, meaning full of mist, foggy. Example, they stepped into a soft, misty world. 9. Redemption, meaning the act of being saved or restored. Example, for both of them, this journey felt like redemption. 10. Whisper, meaning to speak very quietly. Example, she whispered, not sure if she was dreaming. Whisper Learn English. Subscribe for new stories every week. Like and share to support us.